Gentlemen, welcome to what should be probably one of the most interesting races of the season. Look out, because we're heading to Jeddah Corniche Circuit, and this is a special one. It always gets me excited. This track, absolutely phenomenal. Hopefully you guys can hear me all good. Just going to do a quick check. Awesome, I can hear myself there. So, some information about this circuit, of course. Jeddah Corniche Circuit, probably one of the fastest Formula One circuits on the calendar this season. The fastest street circuit by far, has some of the most intense corners and intense straights you'll find. It is like running through one of the fastest water slides you can go through. It does not stop. It's absolutely fantastic. So some things about this track, of course, it is very hard on the drivers. One mistake can cost absolutely everything. A lap is super satisfying to get done around here as well, if you get it absolutely perfect. But like I was saying, if you get one thing wrong, well, ladies and gentlemen, you're in the wall. This track is absolutely brutal when it comes to punishments. Walls left and right, not much runoff at all apart from in that first sector. And of course, you have to look out for other drivers as well, as, well, traffic can be a bit of an issue here. Looking like a very clear skies to start us off for today. So we'll get up the tyre details, telemetry data, and of course the full track map for you guys. Getting it all up for you guys is the most important thing for me, making sure you guys are all informed on what we're watching here. So, as I was saying, fastest street circuit on the calendar, it's gonna give some very interesting events. That's very clear. Do me proud, Alex, says Disco Bear. We'll see how they go. For those drivers that are coming out on the intermediates, we expect that when they come out to double check that everything's working on their wheel. They'll probably come to box in pretty much immediately as soon as that's done. So, a quick look at the circuit. It's looking absolutely glorious out there tonight. It's a very clear night by the looks of it. Not a problem. We'll jump on board with the Ferrari as well here. So, down the racer. And some people to look out for, of course, on this race tonight. We're definitely going to be looking out for Davis, one of the faster drivers around this track. And unfortunate for, I think it was, he might not actually be here today. But a few drivers going out last week, really unfortunate. They were pushing really hard and just unfortunately finding barriers and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. A lot of the drivers will be opting for these soft tyres. They have about 3 sets of softs to get through before it starts getting to the sketchy stage. And of course, warming up those tyres to the maximum. Staying on board with the Ferrari here. We'll just jump on board here. It's an absolutely stunning circuit. This is Sector 2. DRS zone as well coming up right now. That just goes all the way straight down to the end pretty much. It's an absolutely glorious track. It looks absolutely beautiful as you can see from the onboard here. We'll just have no HUD for a bit. Sector 3 of course as well. Absolutely glorious. And we'll get ready to jump on board with the Ferrari as he starts to set up his lap. So Dan the race up. What can you do, my friend? You're going to be setting the benchmark to start us off. Apologies there, actually. I think it'll be Master Jedi to set the benchmark. But we'll stay on board with Dan the Racer as he heads down towards Turn 1. DRS wide open down the main straight towards Turn 1. Braking at the 100-meter board down to about 4th gear. That's where you want to be. 3rd gear for Dan. Interesting decision there. 2nd even. Getting on that power. Nice and easy out of the first chicane. Now into Sector 1. The S's. Oh, he's hit the wall. That's probably resulted in a little bit of damage. That's definitely going to result in, yeah, not a ideal circumstance for Dan the Racer there. We've got some Sector 3 yellow flags, and he does have front wing damage, unfortunately. So we'll jump off board with him, jump back on with Master Jedi, who's still completing his lap. See how he goes. Dan the Racer immediately leaving the session as well. Very interesting. I think maybe having a few issues with his wheel. Stay on with that. We've got a Sector 1 yellow flag. Driver's normally getting out of the way, but Master Jedi at the moment setting the pace. This is the lap time to chase. This will be the lap time they all have to beat And it's only going to get faster as the session goes on. Track evolution ever aplenty here. As Kendra sets the fast lap. There it is. So 129.125 is the time for the drivers to beat. I get a feeling we have Illiquium starting his lap. Clarence also. A lot of the drivers on their laps now. Alex setting the fastest, 127.456. So that's a much faster lap time as opposed to what we expected to see. Sector 1 yellow flag. Sector 2 now. I think maybe one of the drivers just getting out of the way for the others. Just making sure you guys can hear it, of course. Yep, you can. Awesome. So we'll see how we go tonight. Clarence to the line. Sets a 130.944, so about 3 seconds off the pace. Totally a scientist setting a 128.236, so not a bad time there. We'll have a look for Davis, who still hasn't come out of the pitch just yet. Drivers still setting their fast laps. I think Jeddah might be on a secondary flyer, which you don't really see around Jeddah. Marv sets a 127. So, ever finding pace here. Awesome, thank you, Disco. And it looks like, yeah, here we go. So, Master Jeddah back into the pits. So, he's going to back out of that one. Let's have a look for someone who's on a flyer. There we go. Illiquium is unfortunately invalidated this lap. But we'll see how he goes for the next one. So we'll jump on board with Illiquium as he heads down to turn 1. Sector 1 chicane. Turn 1 chicane, the left into the right. Third gear, keeping it nice and consistent on the power. No wheel spin, looking pretty good through there. Now into the S's. Don't clip that inside barrier. Fourth gear, nice and tight to the inside. Keeping it close to the right. Now flick it to the left. Keep it nice and close to that inside wall. Missing the apex ever so slightly there. Keeping it in 5th and 6th gear. Running a little bit wide on the curb, but he's managed to save that and keep it consistent all the way through. That's a purple Sector 1, ladies and gentlemen. Look out, Illiquium could be cooking. Perfect turn through there. Bang on the power, exactly where you want it, as we head through Sector 2. Now into the very tight right-hander. This is very, very deceiving, that corner. It will catch a lot of drivers out during the race if they're not careful. They're absolutely sending it down now with DRS wide open towards Sector 3, and that's Kickbutt into the wall, I think. Unfortunate for him, so that's Kickbutt out of this session. He is P5 at the moment. We'll see if that story starts developing throughout the season. We'll see how he goes as they head towards the penultimate corner. Here we go for Illiquium. At the moment, he's well and truly up on his fastest time. Oh my god, Zannies. Illiquium to the line, and it's second position, 127.654. So not too bad, 2 tenths off what we expected to see. I can confirm, Zannies, that is not who we're talking about. As we have Kendra going slow, just getting out of the way for a fast-moving McLaren there. Fantastic to see Illiquium start pushing that top to see if Banana Cake can do anything as well. I think he's on a lap. He's definitely on a lap with 24% battery remaining. See if he can do anything. Currently P8. Can he improve that time? That looked very clean through there. Very consistent. Nice and smooth as well. DRS wide open towards the final corner. Banana Cake's going to be looking to get this apex bang on. Third gear, fourth gear, back on the power. No wheel spin whatsoever, and it's DRS all the way to the line. He's going to back out of it. Understandable. He was starting to charge that ERS, so that's pretty important just to get out of that as quick as possible. Crown Jag now on a flyer. Let's stay on board with him as he sends it through Sector 1. Don't touch that inside barrier. Very, very nicely done through the S's. Here we go. Flick it in and out. I'm low-key expected to see a bit of a spin from at least someone through that sector. It is very, very consistently one of the hardest parts of the track to get right. Very smooth through there from Crowjag. Very nice to see the drivers behaving themselves, but I'm going to just put it out there. Kendra has set that lap, the 128.241, on a set of mediums. So I think we do have a yellow flag. Is that someone around? I think it might be. I'm trying to find them. There they are. So Marv's had a bit of a moment by the looks of it. Unfortunate there for Marv. But we'll jump back on board with Crow as he heads towards the last sector of this track. You can't be very bad at all, Zannies. I wouldn't push it. Final corner. Third gear, now up to fourth. Now bang onto the power. Getting a nice little toe from the other Alfa Romeo. That's going to help him out ever so slightly as he heads towards the line. What kind of time can he set? It's a 1:28.950. It's going to put him comfortably in 10th position, so not bad at all through there. Is that the Red Bull getting out of the way? It is, I think, totally a scientist just getting out of the way there for a few of the drivers as they set their fast laps. I think Dan the Racer might be having a few little moments with his internet at the moment. It is what it is. Alex on that purple lap as we expect to see. Let's stay on board with this. Currently 2 tenths up from what I could see. Into sector 2 we go. The deceiving right-hander misses the apex a little bit there, but that's not going to matter too much. Massive moment there. Snap on that power, and it's worked out for him. DRS wide open as we head down towards sector 3. What kind of time can Alex do to certify his position at the top? Perfect through there. That was absolutely beautiful. We got a yellow flag in sector 2 as well. I think that's just the driver slowing down to get out of the way, as we'd expect to see. To the line. What can Alex do? Third gear, tuck it to the inside. That's the cleanest we've seen. He does touch the outside wall. That's going to hurt him a little bit. 6th gear all the way up to 8th now. What kind of time does he do as he crosses the line? It's a 1:27.394. That is the time to beat with 7 minutes remaining on the clock. And we'll see how it goes. So that's a very competitive time to beat. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to beat that. That was a very smooth lap as well from what I could see. Orphan dropping his lap as well. Look out. Sector 1 yellow flags yet again. The driver's just getting out of the way. I'm just going to continue stating that. Andre from absolutely nowhere. Where has that come from? A 1:27.117. That is absolutely inhumane. With 6 minutes 45 on the clock, and the battle is truly on between the two Astons. Orphan drop opts out of the box. It looks as if Marv's backed off. That's not a lap. But that's genuinely insane. Fantastic to see some battling out on track. For that pole position time as well. Of course, it's going to get pretty close as we get towards the end of the session. Shut up, Nova. Stable Ronaldo, oh Mike, whatever, bro. We'll see how it goes. As the drivers now, well, they're well and truly into the sessions. They're going to be boxing, trying to get rid of those old tyres. I think, yeah, Andre should be very, very happy with that lap. Davis on his out lap, look out, he's here to hunt. He's here to absolutely dominate the field if he can. Saving those tyres as much as he can. Doesn't want to be sending it too hard. You don't want to take out the wear too early. Marv backs out of his lap as well. He's back into the pits. Reaching as well on a lap. Is that a proper lap though? I think it might be. DRS isn't open though, so it's not a proper lap. We'll jump back on board with Davis as he gets ready to absolutely send it around the Jeddah Corniche Circuit. Interesting to see Sector 3 yellow flags. Here we go. Davis to the line to start his lap. What can he do? DRS wide open. He'll be looking for a 1:27.113 at the minimum to be comfortably in first position. Good first chicane. Pretty much no wheel spin on exit. That's absolutely phenomenal to see. Looking consistent all the way through Sector 3 now. Sector 1, sorry, apologies there. Sector 1 is looking very nice for Davis as we jump on board. Into Sector 2, and it is purple Sector 1 for Davis. That's huge. That's very impressive from Davis, and that's very important for Davis as well, with 3 minutes 50 left on the clock pretty much. Sector 2, he's going to absolutely have to hook up if he wants to take this pole position, because that was phenomenal from both Alex and Andre. We'll see what they can do though. And that's purple again. He's 4/10 up. This is forecast to be a 127.0, ladies and gentlemen. And if it's a 126, I don't even know how it's going to go. Keep an eye on it. He's missed the apex a little bit there. He's run a little bit wide, but that's okay. We'll see as he heads towards the finish line. DRS wide open towards the end. What's he going to do? Davis across the line. He can't beat it. A 127.162. He's going to be absolutely livid with that. Quite literally 50 milliseconds between the top two. As you can see there, we might have a spinner in the first sector. We do. That is Kendra out on the track, unfortunately. I think that's Kendra's session over and done. Yep, Kendra unfortunately crashing out. We expected to see someone do that. Davis, you have some fans in the comments, mate. You can do it, mate. If you can get to the line quick enough. We'll see how you go. Andre defending that first position. Here we go. Alex out of the pits, and it's about to get feisty, ladies and gentlemen, with 2 minutes left in this session. Jeddah Corniche Circuit looking ever... Oh, I think that's someone in the wall again. I'm trying to find an onboard. This might show us, I think that was totally into the wall on the left or right-hand side there, but we didn't really catch it, unfortunately. Alex warming those tyres, and so is Andre. So this battle between the two Aston Martins, going to be an interesting one to see. Keep an eye out for that. Alex for pole. That is the forecast at the moment, Nova. Davis retires from the session. He's done. That's all he can do. So, the final laps of Q3 of qualifying. The final laps. What can they do? Can Andre keep his pole position? Can Alex fight for that pole position? Can Marv come out of nowhere and take that pole position? Nobody even knows. Drivers warming up their tyres. Keep an eye out. Here we go. The Aston Martins getting ready to absolutely send their final laps. The two championship contenders of round 4. DRS wide open as we jump on board with Alex for his final lap around the Jeddah Corniche Circuit. It's going to be absolutely paramount for him to get this bang on perfect. Here we go. Get Sector 1 chicane. Not too bad. The first 2 corners. Pretty okay through there. Now into the S. It's going to be absolutely paramount for him to get this bang on. Doesn't touch the inside barrier. Takes it a little bit safer than I would have liked to see, but that was okay. Now through the S as he goes. That's a much better run through there as compared to last time. Does he get it purple though? That is the main question we have as he heads towards the timing line. Is it fast enough for a purple Sector 1? It is, and it's by 2/10. Look out. Alex is absolutely cooking as he heads now towards Sector 2. Look out for Andre though. That's another person to look out for. He's going to be absolutely sending it for the first person as well. Alex now down towards Sector 3. Clarence has unfortunately clipped the barrier. I think that's him out of this session. Alex in towards Sector 3. Is it purple? It is by 0.4 of a second. The track is ramping up, ladies and gentlemen, as we head towards the final corner of this track. For Alex, it is absolutely paramount. It's almost looking like Max Verstappen from 2021. Surely he gets this final corner correct. Does he get the braking done? He gets it a little bit wide, but that's okay. Back on the power, slamming down through the gears as we jump off board towards the line. Does he get pole position? He does. A 127.105 is the time to beat, but guess what? Andre's gone faster by 15 milliseconds. Can he catch that first position? Can he take pole? It's 11 milliseconds between the two at the moment. It's going to be very, very interesting to see if Andre can handle the pressure. Marv from absolutely nowhere. Where's that come from on 127.085? I can't breathe. This is going to be close towards the line. Who's got it? Andre from a 126.969. Fantastic to see. Keep an eye on Aliquium though. I think he might be on a banger lap. He is 6/10 up at the moment onto the final corner. What is going to happen? Who's going to take pole? I can barely speak this quick. A little bit of a toe. That's going to be really assistant. Where is that come from? I think he just got pole. I think Aliquium just got pole. He did. Aliquium takes pole. What a qualifying. What an end to qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Holy crap. Jeddah consistently delivers. This track is so good for esports. Oh my god. Okay, so 126.7 for Aliquium. Andre gets a 126.9, so he's 1/10. 2/10 off pretty much, and then oh my god, I can barely keep up with that. That was insane. That was genuinely insane. The laps just kept coming hard and fast. The track kept ramping up. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your grid to start the Grand Prix in 14 seconds. That is what that is what we will be beginning with. Oh my god. No formation lap, so we'll be straight into the action as well. I'm not going to get a second to breathe. Let's talk about the strategy, though, before going into this Grand Prix. So a few drivers could start on the soft, then they go to hard. These are the optimal strategies, of course. You've got the soft to hard strategy, then you've got the medium to soft strategy. We'll see how they go. And then if there is a safety car, which there is a 95% chance of a safety car appearing, during this Grand Prix, we have the soft to medium strategy or the hard to soft strategy. Remembering, at all times, there are walls absolutely everywhere on this track. One small mistake, and that's it. Your race is done and dusted. You're in the wall. So here we go. Matt Howe, you make a fantastic point, mate. That is absolutely, that is an absolutely abysmal lap. And I say abysmal in a kind way. I cannot believe where that has come from. That has been absolutely mental. My God. So the driver's getting ready to go. 5 red lights ahead of the drivers. It's lights out and away we go for the Jeddah Corniche Circuit Grand Prix. Aliquium gets a good start. Andre's had a bit of a meh as Marv takes third position, continues to hold third position. What has happened at the back? There has been absolute chaos at the back. You can see that from the drivers. All kinds of slow through there. So a good start from the top 3. I think we've already got it. Yep, Kendra's already DNF'd, and that's going to be a safety car. There's no way that isn't a safety car. Chaos at the back. We've got another person into the wall. Kick button. Phoenix, unfortunately, having a bit of a moment there, and I think that's a safety car straight off the bat. I think we've already got a safety car. There it is, a virtual safety car. Jeddah. Out of the gate. Ladies and gentlemen, this track just does not stop. Let's have a look at, let's just get up some quick position changes here. Well, we've got a small chance to. So, Dan the Racer moving up 6 positions. That's the biggest winner at the moment. There's your race strategy. Soft to medium, medium to hard. As we're back underway in racing, and Aliquium has gotten a fantastic jump off the lead there. Andre will be chasing him down with Alex. Look out behind, though. Alex, oh, Davis and Orphan Drop going side by side into the corner. Does he? I mean, Orphan Drop has cut that completely, but he's made the corner. Expect to see the battles appear from absolutely nowhere with DRS. This track is absolutely brutal when it comes to DRS trains. You have to be on it. If you're not on it, you're getting overtaken and swallowed. It's over. It doesn't matter what. You'll see it all the way down the back straight as Aliquium still maintaining that first position. Look out for that Ferrari in the back of Vladimir. Overtaking Crown Jag there and reaching as well, getting move done. Fantastic work so far from those drivers. Let's have a look at their tyres. So we have a mix of tyres here. We've got medium, hard, soft, a few softs, mainly mediums. So the drivers will be working to make sure those stay in the groove. I'm just going to keep an eye on those gaps as well. I think we have a potential battle on our hands with Ghost Rider and Master Jedi. Look out for those guys. Orphan drop as well, right on the side of Davis. Does he get that move done? Into Sector 2. Davis is going to have to give it up, unfortunately. And Orphan drop takes the inside. What a fantastic move. And a committed move at that. Not an easy place to overtake. Fantastic to see. Orphan drop starting to push that boundary. Alex now on the back of Marv as well. Keep an eye on that. But Davis still fighting as hard as we'd ever expect him to see. Backs it off. He knows what he's doing here. Davis does not want to overtake in this position. This is a very risky area to overtake. As I think Aliquium has a bit of a moment, and now Andre's going to say thank you very much as he overtakes. Alex as well, he's going to be right behind Davis and Orphan drop going side by side. As we have a look at Alex taking a move on Marv, and he's done it. Fantastic job there from Alex. Does he make the corner? Yes, he does. Does Davis make the corner? This is an absolute fantastic battle. I don't think I'm going to be able to breathe this entire flipping time. But we'll see how we go. As Aliquium boxes, I think he's got front wing damage, and that's unfortunately taken him straight out of contention. DRS is enabled for this lap. So Marv, Davis, and Orphan drop all within DRS range of each other. Going to be interesting to see what these drivers can do. Orphan drop just easing into the Grand Prix now. Don't want to make any small mistakes now. They will be costly on your tyres. They will be costly on your pace. As I think there was a little bit of a moment there from Davis. Oh, who's that off? I think that was Reaching having a little bit of a moment. So he's going to be absolutely swallowed into this turn. Look out, Crown Jag trying to go up the inside. Does that work? It does. I cannot believe that's worked. And Crown Jag says, thank you very much. I'll take that move. I'll take that position, but Reaching is not going to give that up easily. I think Reaching might have a little bit of damage potentially. Banana Cake Y as well. They're fighting and they're battling, and I think we got a Sector 2 yellow flag. Who's that around? Doesn't look like anyone at the moment. I don't know why we've got a yellow flag back there. Maybe one of the drivers. Oh, Reaching not making the corner. That'll be a penalty coming his way shortly if he continues to do that. So keep an eye on Orphan drop. Keep an eye on Davis. This will be the battle forecast for this entire Grand Prix, as we'd expect to see. Master Jedi. Reaching's box, so he's definitely got damage of some kind. Lovely, thank you, Xbox controller. Sorry about that, guys. Jumping back into it. I think we'll have a look at Crown Jag, still right in the back of that Ferrari of Vladimir. Davis still right in the back of Marv as well, and Orphan drop just holding into that DRS train. That's exactly where you want to be. Reaching opting to box. So I'm expecting he wants to get rid of those hards. So we'll see how it goes through here. Marv and Davis still, you know, slowly just dragging each other along. I think Jedi Master maybe looking for a move. Potentially. Let's jump on board with this. I think that was a bit of a brake check from Ghost Rider. I can't lie. Looked a bit suspicious there, but we're not gonna dwell on that too much. Crown Jag still hunting down the likes of Vladimir and Jedi Master as well. Master Jedi, my apologies there. Sector 3 yellow flag. That's Davis in the wall. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's Davis in the wall, and that's an instantaneous safety car. Davis has had a massive moment. Monumental. That is huge for the championship. And I think Vladimir as well had a moment as well coming out of that corner. That is absolutely monumental for the championship. Davis is not going to score points for this Grand Prix now. Do any of the top contenders box? Do any of them dive for the pits? Marv's diving for the pits. He wants to get rid of those hard tyres. Davis, that is so unfortunate for him. Having a massive moment by the looks of it into Sector 3. So the safety car is out. There it is, the 95% chance of a safety car. And I think this is going to be the story for a lot of this Grand Prix. We're going to see safety car after safety car after safety car. Really wouldn't be surprised to see that. Unfortunately, one of the drivers, Davis, obviously one of the championship contenders, having a massive moment into Sector 3 and just, I think, losing the rear maybe on that chicane corner is what it is. Davis won't be happy, but he'll have to move on. It is what it is. We're under safety car conditions, probably for about 3 laps here. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Jeddah looking absolutely gorgeous tonight, as per usual. So just taking a second there to catch my breath. And you know what this is going to do? It's going to bring Alex back into contention. It's going to bring Orphan Drop back into contention. It's going to bring Clarence back into contention. It's going to bring absolutely everyone that wasn't in contention, they're back into it now. The safety car means they're going to restart this race, essentially. They're going to restart in a formation, in a single file formation, of course. And, you know, they're basically going to have a rolling restart. We'll see how the drivers go, though. Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting Grand Prix. 5 laps in, and we've already seen the first safety car. I think we're going to see at least 2 more over the course of this Grand Prix. Only 20 laps to remain. It's an Aston Martin 1-2 at the moment, which isn't surprising to see at all. But this is going to bring everybody back into contention. A lot of the top runners not boxing, which is a very interesting strategy. You'd expect to see a few of them box, but they haven't. I say that as Dan the Racer goes into the pits, so that's going to hold up the safety car even longer, as we're on lap 6 at the moment. And I don't know about you guys, but I think there is definitely potential for the Aston Martins to come out on top here. For a 1-2, it'd be optimal for the team here at the Jeddah Corniche Circuit, of course. However, with that safety car restart, anything can happen. The drivers have to be on it. Andre will lead the pack from the safety car restart. I have a feeling we might go green after this lap, so we'll see how we go. But that's 2 drivers out, and that's unfortunate for Davis as well. That is one of the major contenders for the championship out of this Grand Prix. That's going to really, really put a hammer in the works for his championship fight. So it's just going to be pretty interesting to see what Davis will have to do over a season to make sure he catches up. Now, Alex has 2 options here. He can either push like an absolute madman to try and pass Andre, or they can pull each other along and work with each other here. I have a feeling the safety car is going to come in this lap. We'll wait for the call. Jump on board with Alex as they continue to warm their tyres. Andre as well. We'll see what these drivers can do off the safety car restart. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody joining lap 6 of 25. We've got one of the major contenders for the championship out of this race. Unfortunately, Davis having a bit of a moment. Safety car is in this lap, so ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. Here we go. Andre will lead the pack. Alex is going to be right behind him. They're all going to be warming their tyres now, as I think, yep, the safety car backs out of it. So we're going to jump on with no HUD here, just to get a little bit of a clearer view. As Andre backs the pack up. Alex is right in the back of him, and I think he's waiting till the last second here. And he's gone. All right, Alex is really gonna have to push if he wants to catch here. Orphan Drop's got a good start as well. So Andre's gotten the exact kind of launch he wants. Alex might be considering going for a move. He backs out of it. He doesn't want to make a move this early into the restart. Any moves being done here? Oh, we got a big move from Reaching, trying to go up the inside there of kick butt, but that unfortunately not working out. Eloquium, look out for him. He was pole position, and unfortunately having a bit of a moment at the start of the Grand Prix. He was pushed down out of the points, losing that front wing in a bit of a collision, I think. Is that Alex going wide? It is Alex going wide. He's had a bit of a moment. Has he lost any front wing? Has he got any damage? It doesn't look like it. So we'll see how they go throughout the Grand Prix. Clarence goes for a move around the outside. Can he get that done? It doesn't look like he can. Marv as well going for a move. And he's done it around the outside of Totally a Scientist. So fantastic move there from Marv. I can barely keep up with this. This is Jeddah. And it just doesn't stop here in Jeddah. Does not stop. It's the most consistent track for action. And Andre's got the perfect launch. He's already pulled about a second gap. So that's exactly what you want to see. The back of the pack is going to be the ones to watch for the final points positions. This fight will be absolutely brutal. I can already tell. These drivers have nothing to lose. They want that final point. So look out. As Marv goes around the outside of Banana. And it makes it work. Aliquium up the inside potentially. Can't get it done. Ghost Rider and Banana Cake. Sorry, Ghost Rider and Totally having a bit of a battle as well. Look out for that. My God, it just doesn't stop here. Marv gets it done. Look at this chain behind. Master Jedi on the softs as well. Was that... Oh, Totally. He really thought about going up the inside there. Thank God he didn't. I think he would have taken out a few drivers there if he did. Okay, I don't think the game can really keep up with the action on track. The timing screen's having a bit of a crazy moment. I think it was a bit of a slide there from Jedi. But Marv still right on the back of Clarence. Oh, Clarence going sideways through the final section of the S's. And he's caught it, so he's kept it going. Good to see from him there. Banana Cake thinking about the move. Marv right, still right on the back of Clarence here. Does he get it done into Sector 2? Backs out of it. Smart decision. I think we do have DRS back up underway and activated, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Aliquium with an absolutely perfect launch off that corner, and he's slingshotted himself back up in towards 8th place. Fantastic to see. Marv now putting pressure on Clarence. He's backed out of it. Knows this is not a place to go side by side at all. Aliquium makes another move on Banana Cake, and that's looking pretty consistent. I think this might be a big old move from Banana. Looking up the inside potentially of Aliquium, and can he get it done? He can't. DRS is now enabled. Here comes the chaos. Alex right on the back of Orphan Drop. Look out for this. We've got Reaching. Banana Cake opted to box. I think he's just been overtaken by absolutely everyone, unfortunately, there. This battle is not stopping. This is, it's just chaos. I can barely keep up with it. But it's still, Alex, we're just gonna jump on board with this, so just to take a break from the absolute chaos, which is the back of the pack. Alex and Aliquium. Oh, massive moment, we've caught that Jedi! Going backwards and out of contention, unfortunately. Just the soft tires, unfortunately, going out. And that's going to be really unfortunate to see. Alex still right on the back of Orphan Drop, and Andre's gotten the exact kind of launch he wants. He's already pulled a 3-second gap. He said, hello, my name's Max Verstappen. I can do what he does. Aliquium also right on the back of Clarence. Are they going to pull each other along, or are they going to fight the two teammates? Keep an eye on that. Alex and Orphan Drop. Alex will be thinking, I don't need to overtake here. Or he'll think about overtaking. I don't know. This is Alex we're talking about after all. He does some of the most bold and bodacious moves I've seen. Alex potentially thinking about going up the inside, around the outside, maybe looking for the outside line on Orphan Drop. Can he get it done? It's a game of wits now. DRS wide open, but Marv's right there as well. Marv's going to say hello and goodbye to Alex. Marv's going to get blocked on the outside, and oh my gosh, Orphan Drop just gets absolutely shredded, and we have a virtual safety car. I think that's one of the major contenders out of this Grand Prix. That's a big old crash. Where has that happened? Has that happened inside the pit? It has. There's been a crash into the pit lane, and there's another safety car. Chaos here at the Jeddah Corniche Circuit as my controller disconnects for a second time. This might actually work in Master Jedi's favor. He's coming to the box exactly as the safety car's pulled out. Oh my goodness gracious me. Another safety car. Now it's going to be, do we box for new tyres? That's 4 drivers out of this Grand Prix. I'll expect to see an onboard pretty soon of what the hell's happened there. Just catching my breath. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Just, oh my God, I can't keep up with this. It's just constant action out on track. So the safety car yet again out, and the drivers yet again thinking about where they have to go. Do they box for new tyres? Do they not? Do they stay out? This is all what's going through their head at the moment, and I think Andre is going to be trying to pull that gap as quick as he can with the Delta. I get a feeling Andre is going to try and box, but I could be very, very wrong here. Couldn't agree more, Matt. This is absolutely insane. Here we go. So Andre boxes. Does Marv box? Yes, he follows him in. Orphan Drop also boxes. Alex boxes. Aliquium boxes. Reaching opts to box. That might be an illegal box, though. Kickbutt opts to stay out. Banana Cake boxes. Crow Jag boxes. Phoenix boxes. Dan the Racer. They're all coming into the pits. Here comes the pit lane chaos. Look out. Who's going to gain from this? Alex and Andre. Alex might be held here. Andre's the biggest winner from this. I don't think any big changes have happened. But Kickbutt staying out on those hards, that is a risky strategy, my friend. That is a very risky strategy. We'll see how they go, though. So a lot of the drivers opting to box to new tyres, as we'd expect to see. And with yet another safety car, that throws a spanner in the mix. As the drivers will now have to consider, do they do tyre wear? Do they focus on tyre wear? Do they focus on overall pace? What do they focus on? Kickbutt will hold front position at the moment. He will lead these drivers away from the safety car ending, but that won't be for another lap at least. Andre in second place, Marv followed by Orphan, Alex, Eliquium, Reaching, Banana, Phoenix, Crow Jag, Totally, Dan, Master, Clarence, and Vladimir. The drivers all left in this Grand Prix, and it's all to play for, of course, as you'd expect to see at the Jeddah Corniche Circuit. Safety car will not go in this lap. We'll see how they go throughout the rest of this Grand Prix. Will there be another safety car? Who knows? It'll be interesting to see how this race develops over time. I'm genuinely losing my voice from this. This is one of the fastest races I've seen and one of the most chaotic races I've seen. But look at this. So everybody's pretty much caught up. We're going to have one more lap behind the safety car, I get a feeling. This will be helping Kickbutt, to be honest. It will definitely be helping his hard tyres last a little longer, because he did box early in this Grand Prix. Boxing, of course, meaning pit stop. So we'll see how that goes and how that story develops over this Grand Prix. This circuit doesn't disappoint. It never has, it never will. It's one of the best circuits for esports racing, as we'd expect to see here. Can't wait to see it in F124, see what they do with it. Maybe make it a bit more colourful, upgrade the curbs a little bit. Maybe that's asking a little bit too much of Codemasters, but we'll wait and see. They do have to work on the engine sounds a little bit, I'm not going to lie. The off-board engines don't sound exactly great, but this sounds okay. So a lot of the drivers now, here we go. Safety car should be peeling in at the end of this lap. Apologies there. Here we go. I think, could this be a bit illegal from Kickbutt? I don't know. He hasn't really kept game with the safety car. He hasn't kept space. I don't know if that's going to make the safety car... Yeah, okay, safety car is in this lap. Here we go. So, Kickbutt will maintain the pace. I'm standing up. I cannot sit down for this. I just can't. Kickbutt's going to have to get this absolutely bang on perfect if he wants this to last. Has he already gone? No, he's backed off. Okay. So that might... Kickbutt's really going to have to think about what he's doing here. That could be an illegal restart. Warming the tyres all the way through. And Kickbutt's gone. Andre's gone. Marv's got a much better drop than the likes of Andre. So it's going to be coming down to who can get that toe all the way down to turn 1. We're back underway in racing. Back under green flag conditions. The order pretty much remaining the same all the way through. A 10th is all that separates these two at the moment. And I get a feeling Andre is going to be wanting to get past Kickbutt as quick as humanly possible, because he will be holding him up massively. Marv as well will be just wanting to follow this train through. And Orphan drop behind as well will be wanting to follow it all through as well. Keep an eye on this as it develops throughout the race. Look at that train. Now, Andre could play the smart game here, or he could play the aggressive game. There's two ways to go about this. Do you go for the overtake now and take the position, try and move up as quick as you can and get out of that DRS range, or do you back off and wait for DRS to come past so you can absolutely fly past, but Kickbutt's gone wide, and that's not going to help. That's not going to help at all as they go side by side now down towards the final corner. Kickbutt, I think, maintaining position. Andre just slips in behind. He doesn't really want to fight that. Smart decision making there. Andre looking for the outside line. Can't get it done. No, he's absolutely phenomenal defending from Kickbutt there. And Andre, I think, has had enough. Maybe. What is going on? Andre can't get the overtake done, but looks of it, and Kickbutt's going to hold that position on the inside. Andre's going to say thank you very much, going to try and take overtake, and it's worked. Eliquium's going to make a move on Alex as well. Marv's going to say thank you very much as well. Now Orphan drop right in the back of the likes of Kickbutt. This circuit never fails to entertain. So Andre now will be wanting to push that gap as quick as humanly possible to over a second so he gets him out of DRS range. But I get a feeling that Marv will have something to say about that as Alex overtakes. We're going to have a look at this on board with Kickbutt and Orphan drop. Orphan drop, maybe try and make a move around the outside. Can't get it done. Sorry, apologies, they did get it done. Kickbutt's on significantly older tyres, so he's really not going to be happy with this. Alex cuts the corner. That might result in a penalty by the end of this Grand Prix. Eliquium says thank you very much for that mistake. And overtakes Alex. That's huge. Reaching as well right in the back of Alex. Has to actually back off from there. That's Kickbutt going very, very wide and reaching hitting the back of Alex. So a lot of the drivers getting tangled with each other at the moment as Kickbutt's pretty much holding everyone up on those hards. And this is just allowing Marv and Andre to slip away from the grasp as Alex goes up the inside of Eliquium. Eliquium looking to go and proceed the fight. Reaching now side by side. It's yellow flags, and is that another... It's a virtual safety car this time. Okay, it's not terrible. What's happened? I think we've had a bit of a crash. We have. So Dan the Racer and Phoenix going... And unfortunately crashing out. Not of the Grand Prix, but having lost the front wing. I think Dan the Racer doesn't have any front wing, so he's... And that's another safety car. It's another safety... Third safety car of the race. So, ladies and gentlemen, that 95% safety car. That... Oh my gosh. Oh my god. It doesn't stop. It does not stop. I mean, it's giving me an opportunity to just catch up on my breath, I guess, but oh my god. very interesting to see. So this Grand Prix is kind of turning into a bit of a safety car Grand Prix, I can't lie. Can we try and keep it clean for the next few laps, please, ladies and gentlemen? I would appreciate that on behalf of the commentating team. I'm not going to have a voice by the end of this. So the driver's pushing to get to that safety car line, but this might help Kickbutt actually. He's probably going to come in the box and get rid of those hards. He does. Alex gets a 5-second penalty. That's huge. That's massive. Alex with a 5-second penalty. That's so unfortunate. Caught speeding in the pit lane under safety car conditions, and there's pretty much 9 laps to go. So Kickbutt opting to box. Totally boxing as well. An orphan drop and Aliquium retraining paces. What's going on here? Trading places at the moment. I'm very confused by that. Maybe a bit of an accidental misunderstanding there from the two drivers. This shouldn't be as long of a safety car, to be perfectly honest. It should be a much shorter safety car. We'll see how we go though. If the back of the pack can catch up by the third sector, we should have racing underway pretty quickly. So all the drivers are going to be racing to get to that third sector before the safety car goes. I don't know if the likes of Master Jedi and Vladimir will get there, but I think we might be able to get back underway and running if we can get all the drivers close enough. Yeah, it doesn't look like safety car is going to come in this lap, so we might get another safety car lap. And it would appear to be the case. So yet another lap under safety car, and that'll push us to lap 17. Just going to take a swig of water real quick. All right, rehydrated. That's exactly how we want to be with the amount of talking I've been doing. Chaos. Chaos at Jeddah Corniche Circuit. There's nothing else that can be explained here. Should be safety car in this lap. Let's see what happens. So Andre currently in the forecast to lead this Grand Prix with Marv as well. A potential contender. I think they're all on the same lap tyres here as well. There you go. So 1 stop, 2 stop, 1 stop, 3 stop for Aliquium, and somehow he's found himself in fourth place. Apologies there. So yep, 6 lap old mediums for the top 3. So that's going to be very interesting to watch. Drivers getting ready. The safety car should be in this lap. See how we go for the last 8 laps of this Grand Prix. Safety car should be heading in. And Andre will be leading the pack yet again. That's the 3rd safety car as well, ladies and gentlemen. So don't you dare take another safety car out of the equation. Here we go again. For the third time, safety car restart. Andre will lead them away. Does he go right off the bat? We'll have a look. And he's gone. That's caught Marv well and truly napping. Off and drop will have a good start as well. A lot of the drivers not expecting that there, and that's, yeah, look at the gap that's maintained there. So off and drop, the top three, getting that pretty much spot on exactly where you would want it. Andre will want to start running away with this as quick as possible, but Marv is going to pressure, and so will off and drop. This is going to be very, very close paddling all the way till the checkered flag. Marv going a little bit wide there. The tyre's probably not up to temperature. Orphan still right on the back of Marv as well. Alex, look out for that. Right on the back of Clarence, and I get a feeling Clarence might have a little bit of wing damage or something like that, because that is really affecting his pace, as Alex is easily going to take that into the second sector. So thank you very much, he says, as kick butt as well, right on the back of Alex. Clarence might have damage. Stay on board with this battle at the moment. All the way to the checkered flag. Hopefully no more interruptions. Would be nice. Kick butt right on the back of Alex, and this is all for position. Backs out of it, knows to do better. Oh, kick butt's had a little bit of a moment there. That might be front wing damage, it is. Unfortunate there for kick butt. I think his rear end just got a little bit loose on him. Is what it is. Continue on, you'll be fine. Orphan drop still right on the back of Marv, and Marv still right on the back of Andre. Andre is trying to push that gap as much as he can. I think Alex and Kickbutt having a moment there. Looks like Alex, yeah, really backing off. He does not want to get another penalty added to his name. So Alex might have front wing damage from that. And that has pushed Kickbutt up to 7th position. Marv and Orphan still fighting, with Aliquium now joining the equation as well. Only 2 seconds between those top 4. So we'll keep an eye on this little battle here. DRS will be activated next lap, of course, and we'll have 5 laps to the checkered flag from there. Drivers maintaining pace, keeping it clean and consistent. It's what we like to see around the Jeddah Corniche Circuit. Andre, I don't think he's pulled himself out of DRS range as of yet. And Orphan still staying right behind Marv. Exactly where you would want him to be. DRS should be activated this lap. There we go, DRS enabled. So the game is afoot. 5 laps remaining. DRS wide open for every single person within a second of each other. And we'll see how it goes. Here we go. So down the race. Oh, he's done another person in the wall. Totally a scientist. Resetting onto track. That's going to be a penalty coming his way eventually. But unfortunately, he's had a bit of a moment there. Jumping back on board with this. Aliquium and Rishing now in the equation as well. Anybody from this top 5 could win this Grand Prix. Anyone. It doesn't take much. It takes one person to have a little bit of a moment, as I think Dan the Racer may have had a bit of a moment. Probably hasn't got a front wing. Orphan Drop is backed out of a second now. I don't know how that's happened. Marv's really pushing as hard as he can now within DRS range as Aliquium. I think Orphan Drop might have a problem. What's wrong with Orphan Drop? Because he's just dropped down 3 positions from absolutely nowhere. Has he got front wing damage maybe? I have no clue. Keep an eye on that as that develops towards the end of this Grand Prix. Maybe some engine issues. It is an Alpine after all. Reaching right on the back of Aliquium as well. All to play for in the final 5 laps of this Grand Prix. Marv will want to make a move as soon as possible and hold Andre up. Andre at the moment looking the perfect contender to win this Grand Prix. But never count out Aliquium with 10 lap old hards and 10 lap old mediums. Sector 1 yellow flag, that might be a yellow flag. Dan the Racer I think has retired in the pit lane, so it should be okay. Shouldn't be a safety car or anything like that, thank God. We've had way too many of those tonight. So 5 retirements through this Grand Prix. Probably the most amount we've seen. It's not surprising, it is Jeddah after all. Sector 1 yellow flags. We've got a spinner, that's Crow Jag, and I think he's lost his front wing. He has indeed, so that's going to really suck for him. Unfortunately there, Crow. Better luck next race. Jumping on board with this battle with Racing and Aliquium. Very important that Aliquium stays within that 1 second gap. I think we might have a battle here on our hands with Kickbutt and Banana. Look at that smart maneuver there from Kickbutt. So he's backed out. He knows not to overtake into there because the DRS zone is now. So Kickbutt will say thank you very much and take that position through the DRS. Now wide open as we head towards turn 1 for the 22nd lap out of 25. Marv ever closer than before. Aliquium ever closer. Thought about a move, I think. Decided against it. It's going to be about who has the better tyres, who's managed their tyres better, of course, as well. Through sector 1, sorry. Always holding your breath through there. That is probably one of the trickiest sectors to get bang on correct on old tyres. And like I was saying, do not count Aliquium out of pole contention here because he does have those hard tyres on. They'll be doing a lot better than the mediums at the moment. Marv ever closer to Andre. Now let's have a look at the battery usage here. So Andre's on 36%. Marv's on 92. He has a significantly more of an amount. Sorry about that. That was my stutter. As Aliquium as well. Look out for that delta to come down. Marv right on the back of Andre. He knows not to make that move. As we head on to the 23rd lap of this Grand Prix. Marv's ever closer. A lot closer than last time, I dare say. He's going to use absolutely everything to try and overtake Andre into turn 1. Can he get it done? I think he's done it, and Aliquium's done it on Rishing as well. So a good amount of moves there. Clean moves as well. So that's going to pull Aliquium out of the dirty air and put him into clean air now. So Andre's going to be fighting Marv all the way to the checkered flag without doubt. Keep an eye on Vladimir as he makes a move on Master Jedi. Fantastic to see. Clarence as well involved in that. Whoa! Big old snap from Master. Racing still right on the back of Aliquium as well. Just towing each other along. So Andre and Marv are both in contention for this Grand Prix win. It really depends on who has the faster, fresh tyres, who's taking care of their tyres, who hasn't. And of course, consistency is key around here. The Jeddah Corniche Circuit is probably one of the most demanding circuits on the entire F1 calendar. DRS wide open. You can see how much of a gap Andre's closed up there thanks to DRS. DRS, of course, being the drag reduction system, opens up the rear wing as you'll see there. So Andre's probably going to catch up and then back off. You'll see, yeah, there you go, even back off the throttle. And now he'll put the foot down. Now he'll start caring about trying to overtake. Either that or he'll leave it till last second. But Andre, I think, thinking about a move there. Marv potentially getting a little bit pressured. Aliquium getting overtaken yet again by Rishing. So those two are going to go neck and neck this entire rest of this Grand Prix. We have one more lap to go. It's been absolute chaos, and I have no idea who's still yet to win it. because Marv is looking pretty quick, but Andre's looking faster. All on equal tides as well. So 3/10 the gap between Aliquium and Rishing. Totally setting the fastest lap in that Red Bull. A 1:30.690. That's the fastest lap to beat for the extra point. Very important that he steals that. Andre right on the back still of Marv, and Marv's going to be pushing like all hell to get out of that DRS zone for the final lap of this Grand Prix. You can see he's using every bit of energy now. Phoenix sets a faster lap, a 1:29.666. Here we go. Andre's going to play those mind games now. Marv's going to be pushing with all his might to get to the checkered flag first. As we've got one racing lap all the way to the checkered flag. Is it going to be Marv? Is it going to be Andre? Is it going to be Rishing or Aliquium? Stay tuned to find out. Andre's still right on the back of Marv. Final lap of this Grand Prix. Marv will be absolutely sweating under that visor. Andre's going to have to make a very, very bodacious move if he wants to make it. I get a feeling that we have a yellow flag, Sector 1 we do. I think that's Clarence or Master Jedi, unfortunately making a mistake there. Well, unless it was Vladimir, I think it might have been Vladimir. Yeah, it was. Hopefully that doesn't cause a safety car on the final lap of this Grand Prix. Still under green flag conditions at the moment, which is good. So here we go. It's going to be to the line. It's going to be exactly like last year in RPL. Andre's going to back out of it. Marv's going to back him up. Totally Sanchez gets another penalty added to his name. Aliquium's also going to be in the exact same scenario as Marv. Here we go. To the line. Andre thinking about the move around the outside. Marv's going to be side by side. Here we go into the final corner. Has he got it done? I think Andre's got it done. Oh, go Marv's had a moment. That's huge for this Grand Prix. Aliquium's overtaken Rishing. He's going to hold him as much as he can. Rishing, who's got it to the Grand Prix? Andre wins the race. Who cares? Rishing might have the chance. He doesn't. Aliquium crosses the line in second. Rishing third. Oh, that is so bloody unfortunate for Marv. Getting on the power just a little bit too eager. Oh, that is just so unfortunate. Yet again, the Jeddah Corniche Circuit claiming another victim on the final turn of the final lap. Exactly like last year. There's your race, ladies and gentlemen. I can barely speak. That was intense, to say the least. And Vladimir gets another 5-second time penalty added to his name. That's going to drop him a fair way down. Oh my goodness. Andre, take a bow. Take a bow, my friend. What a battle. What a Grand Prix. My goodness. Fantastic. Absolutely phenomenal. You couldn't fault this man if you tried. Sector 3 yellow flag. I think we have Crow. Yep, Crow's spun again. That's on the final lap of this Grand Prix as well. We're just going to stay on board. Maybe embarrass him a little bit. Apologies there, Crow. But get to the line, buddy. It's all good. Things happen. But there is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Andre. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. There you go. Kick butt to get the driver of the day. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal racing. I am lost for words. There is your podium once it comes up. Should be an Aston Martin followed by a McLaren and a Haas. Fantastic. Fantastic to see. Well, GG around the board. What a Grand Prix. And I think we might have a season break now. I have a feeling we might. Don't know what's up next, but there it is. There's the champagne being sprayed. Phenomenal to see all the drivers happy there. So there are your results, ladies and gentlemen. Andre, Eliquium, Rishing, Orphan Drop, Kick Butt, Marv, Banana, Clarence, Master Jedi, Alex, Vladimir, Totally, Phoenix, Crow, Dan, Bear, Ghost, Davis, and Kendra. Of course, Davis being the massive surprise there at the start of the Grand Prix, crashing out. So that's that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll head to intermission. Fantastic to see. We'll have Singapore next week. My goodness. I am absolutely dead. That was something else. That was really, really something else. We'll get the music pumping again. Beautiful to see. Absolutely phenomenal racing. Really, really enjoyed that. We'll see you next week, guys, for the Singapore Grand Prix. Same time, 5:30, of course. And